Hello, welcome back to Decker Dialed. So I'm coming back from vacation. I'm sorry I didn't get a video out. I tried to record this video before I left, and then every single time I tried to post it, it was just corrupting. So that's on me. I should have made sure it worked beforehand, but I didn't, so lesson learned. So anyways, here we are. I'm going to go over the reason why I chose Berger 144s over the 153.5 and a little bit of the 150 Series Match Kings. And that's just, I mean, the big thing for me was the performance on paper, and just wasn't grouping well. So I'm going to quickly grab the target that I was using about 100 yards. That's where I start off all my kind of minor load development. And so I'm going to throw this the best I can. This is kind of just hoping that this all kind of works out and focuses right. So each of these little dots or squares are approximately a mil, you know, they're just a little bit under a third of an inch. So it's about a tenth of a mil is all. And the red is 154 grain along with these two blue with 154s. This is a jump of 15,000. 35, 55, 75, 95, 115, 135. And then down here is 144s loaded at 45, 75, 105, 135. Obviously right here they moved over, so it doesn't really matter because that group ended up being really weird. So this is a lot of the grouping that I was getting. So very quickly, this is set exactly 1 inch. And it was just kind of a lot of this weird grouping. I'm not going to try to stay up here for very long, but pretty much all the 154s, we're just doing these really weird groups, as well as, I mean, they're sitting at over an inch most of the time. And again, it's a weird inch versus, especially these. I mean, like, this is a group and that's a group, and it just doesn't make any sense. Versus the 144s, I'm just going to blame a lot of this on me. But like that's a nice half-inch group. That if I didn't throw that one, which was probably the first shot, because I know me, and again, I should, you know, take better precautions in exactly which ones are me, because that's one thing that you should be able to know is, you know, which ones are you, which ones is out of your control. But even with that inside of there, I mean, that's still, can't see too good, still under an inch center to center. So we got this nice group, and then this one, which that's either most likely, I'm going to say most likely because I don't remember exactly, either me pulling that or me not setting up right. So the bag, so it slides off the back of the bag and pulls it forward, pulls the shot top. And then that's a 5-shot group, which is that. So for me, again, hopefully take a quick look at that, screenshot, whatever, pause. But for me, it wasn't just the 154s, and the 155 shot the same way. And this wasn't the very first time I shot these. This was, I mean, I've done 2 full ladders essentially out to, what, 135,000 jump, and I just can't find anything that works well. And it's a rifle that I know shoots really well. I've shot a lot of 140s out of it, and 144s and 147s, things in that area. So for me, that's where kind of taking that data and what the rifle doesn't seem to like and just transferring over to something else that's similar that I don't have to deal with. So I don't have to deal with 144s by pointing them or anything like that. If I really wanted to, I do think, going off of Keith's idea of getting 140s, pointing them, gets them right there with 144s. They're a little lighter. They're a little bit more tried and true in the long run, and they're still kind of the easy button for 6.5s. But I'm not going to do all that. I don't have the pointing, you know, I just have this little press right here. I don't have the ability to point. I don't have the dies to point is kind of the main thing, and that's a pretty big price jump. If I recall, they're like $500-600. And that's just something I'm not going to want to do because I don't really like reloading to begin with. So taking that information, again, same results for me with the 150s. Same results with the 153s and halves, and the 144 shot well. So I'm just going to shoot 144s, and I'll deal with all this later on the back end. I'll probably end up just trading for bullets, or when I get a new barrel for something else. So again, I could possibly, not probably, but possibly go through and try some different powders, try different primers, and get a combination that works. However, for me, it's not that important. and I just am going to use what it likes. So that's 144s, jumped about. Going off of this, so that I can verify. It's always easy to bump back a little bit more, but shot great at 7.5. Shot pretty darn well at 105, and especially if I just pulled that one, shot pretty great at 140 or at 45 thou. So probably just gonna load them, you know, 55, 60 thou, and shoot them. And if they don't shoot how I like them, I'm just gonna seed them a little bit deeper, because I know they'll shoot a little deeper. So that works for me, and that's my brain, you know, thought and process of when a bullet doesn't shoot right, because it's for the most part pretty rare that I can't get them to shoot right. So in the limited amount of practice I have of doing that, and a little bit of, you know, modifying, changing, whatnot, that's my plan. That's what I did. That's what I'm going to do, and I'll let you know how it works, hopefully in a week or two, when I'm able to get all this loaded back up and, you know, have all of my match ammo loaded for the match coming up at the end of the month. So looking forward to that. I'll see you guys soon. Thank you again. Have a good one.